Hi, I'm Laura Smith. I didn't experience my worst childhood nightmare until I was 39. I lost a parent. My dad had a stroke, and 10 days later, he was gone. If you've ever watched somebody that you love so much slip away like that, you know how difficult it is. Anytime you lose someone you love in any way, it's difficult. But I wasn't a kid anymore. I was 39 years old. My husband and I had been married for 14 years. I was still very much a support person for my mom. I'm an only child. We had two beautiful kids, and I needed to be strong and go on in a way that would continue to make my father proud, and in a way that I would continue to be the person that my family needed me to be. It started my weight loss journey before this happened. I was getting close to 40, not happy with how I looked in the mirror, didn't feel great about myself. So I started watching portions, eliminating sweets, and adding a couple workouts to a couple days at the gym at home, because that was all my schedule would really allow. And I'd had a pretty decent amount of success, but I started taking some classes from my coach, Julie, and about the third time she asked, I accepted her invitation to join a 10-day challenge. Now, this was after my father had passed away, because when I got myself back together, I really jumped back into exercise in a much bigger way because I could control it and it made me feel really good. And so I was more ready to do more. And I said yes to this 10-day challenge. It was mainly focused on nutrition, and I was a really good student. And in 10 days, I learned so much about fueling my body with healthy foods. And to the point that in the 3 months that followed that challenge, I doubled my weight loss from the previous year, and I dropped 2 more clothing sizes and really reached a place physically that I didn't even believe was possible for me, which was huge. And I signed on as a coach because I'd been introduced to Shakeology, and I thought it was amazing, but I didn't know really how amazing it was, and I still thought it was too expensive. I didn't understand it. And so, Team Beachbody offered the coach opportunity, and I could get it at a discount. That's really all I was focused on. But a couple weeks within me signing up, I had some friends, and a few select people in my life come to me. They'd seen the change in me. People were seeing the change. They wanted to know, what did you do? How did you do it? Would you help me? Of course I'll help you. So I just started helping, and over time, it was more people, and the helping got more intentional and more organized. And before I knew it, I was a coach in the truer sense of the word. And if you would have told me back then that because of that, just doing that consistently, Team Beachbody would award me with 5 different trips that I earned just to say thank you, or that I would be a fitness instructor, or that I would push through programs like Insanity or Insanity Max 30, really hard stuff at home. I think I counted the other day, I've completed 18 Beachbody programs. If you would have told me I would have done that someday, I would have told you were nuts. If you would have told me that I would be able to impact as many lives as I had, just paying it forward and showing them what I'd done, I'm not sure I would have believed you. But you know what? I was able to do that because I was surrounded, and am still surrounded by this supportive community of amazing people called Team Beachbody that just have been there to support me in living my very best life and encourage me to keep pushing past my goals even. And I didn't think I had a confidence issue. I felt like I've always been a confident person, but what I realized is that I put a lid on what I thought I could accomplish, and I pretended, or I told myself that I was content to the point where I believed it. But deep down, I knew there was something more for me to do. So the feeling of being able to find that and be supported in that, it's changed my life, and it has changed my family's life as well. And the cool thing is, I feel like I'm just getting started and only scratched the surface of the lives that I can impact and what I can do personally, and there is just no better feeling. So thank you so much for listening to a little bit of my story. I hope that you've been able to connect that with something that I've said, or that it's helped you in some way. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I would love to talk to you a little bit about your story, or hear more about your story, and maybe even help you add to yours. Thanks so much for listening.